Do I have to talk with this on?
Is this on our end, Chris? This thing?
Do I have to have this on to talk?
You can take it off.
Can I?
You can take it off.
Okay. Oh, I want this shit on. I don't need it on anyway. All right. Before we start off, man, we got to say happy birthday. You know, happy birthday to you. Okay? All right, here we go now. Go ahead. Fletcher, I see you. It said Fletcher is talking, but we don't hear you. Fletch. Hello?
All right, we'll move to Christian Clark.
Kristen?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
All right, so, you know, we know that there was kind of some uncertainty, you know, leading up to this thing. Can you just take us through when you got the final go-ahead and just kind of feeling that, you know, I don't have to worry about this and they need more, I can just do my job?
Oh, you know, this has been really tough for everyone. I mean, obviously, you look at the NBA and trying to put this whole thing together. So if you're asking me when I got the word the day we were leaving, that I was definitely cleared to go. But you know, as I said, you know, it's been tough on everyone. You know, I wish it could have been done sooner. I wish everything would have been decided sooner. It wasn't, but I'm here. That was my ultimate goal, is just to be here and coach my team, and that's where I am right now.
Why don't you go ahead?
Fletch, are you there?
Will Guillory, go ahead. So, Coach, can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So, has the NBA expressed anything to you as far as restrictions during games? Like, we have to wear a mask, or you have to coach from somewhere other than the style or anything like that?
I have not talked about that, but you know, that's something that'll be covered, I'm sure. But either way, I'm fine with it. You know, whatever we have to do to get through the thing and make it as safe as we possibly can, that's what we're willing to do. All right, how you doing?
I'm curious, for the first time, you guys were able to practice as a team since early March. Obviously, considering it's been 4 months, what are some of your takeaways from today's practice? Are you guys able to go full contact or scrimmage or anything like that?
You know, first of all, I think our guys they were happy to just be back out on the court. I think that was the main thing, to just get back out there and be together. We went through some things. It wasn't really a real tough practice, but we just tried to get the timing back on some plays. We put back in some defensive concepts. We ran up and down a little bit and played just to kind of see where we were from a conditioning standpoint. But you know, we've got a lot of days left before we play. You know, 20 days left before we play, so we didn't feel like we had to just ramp it up in one day. We'll continue to add stuff every day. We'll continue to see where we are from a conditioning standpoint. But overall, I thought the guys had good focus. I thought that they were really into it. You know, I thought they were just happy to be back on the court and to be with each other. Andrew.
There we go. How do you determine the ramping up of practice? How do you determine when to go?
Well, I just Yeah, I just think we've sat down as a coaching staff and, we have a plan together. Obviously there's 20 days before we play. So we talked about what we're going to do in each practice, the intensity of that practice, and where we'd like to be at the end of the practice and see where we are. And obviously we may have to make some adjustments along the way. Planning a practice 20 days in advance is pretty tough, but we want to try to take each step so that by the time we get to the 30th, that we're back in basketball shape, we're back in basketball timing, and everybody's feeling good about where we are as far as shooting the ball and defensively.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Christian Clark, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, two things real quick. I know you can't name names or anything, but did everyone who did test who was on that flight come back negative, and just how was the general settling in process there?
Everyone's here, so I don't really know the details of everything, but I know all of our guys are here and they're ready to go. So that's the thing that I do know from the testing standpoint. You're gonna have to ask somebody else that question because I'm not familiar with everything that have gone on.
Hey, Coach, can you just tell us, I know you don't have to do 2 or 3 days, but just what's the actual bubble been like? Just trying to live a normal life in a bubble. What's that song been like?
Well, number one, it's new to everyone. There's no one here that have ever experienced this or been through this, so it's definitely new to everyone. It's been difficult for us because we just got here. We just came out of, we've been quarantined until today at 1:30, so we really hadn't had any experience as far as the campus and what's going on. We'll start that when we get back in tomorrow, but like I said, from the time we've gotten here, we've been quarantined up until today. So from a feel of the campus and what's going on, we don't really know. I think everybody here is going overboard as far as trying to be cautious. I think the number one concern here is health, which everyone I think feels that way. The players, the coaches, all the NBA staff, the writers, everybody here understands that this is a different situation, and I think everybody here is proceeding with caution in every corner, everywhere they walk, which is the most important thing that I think anyway. Eventually we'll get to the part where it's the new normal and everybody feels pretty good about it, and I think you adjust to everything, so we'll adjust to being here and do the best we can to make it as good as we can.
Will Guillory, go ahead.
How tough a blow was it to lose Jeffrey's level was it going to take to kind of replace everything he coached?
Well, I think anytime you lose one of your coaches who's an integral part of everything that you're doing, he took our defense, and once we got really settled in, we had that tough stretch of games. But once we got settled in, I think defensively we've been really solid. The last month that we played, we were very solid. We're making great progress. Guys were really locking in to the rotations and the things that we were doing defensively. Jeff's going to be involved. It may be from afar, but he's going to be involved in every practice. He's going to be involved in every game. He'll be involved in every game plan situation. So he's not here from a physical standpoint, but he will still be involved in everything that we do down here.
Andrew Lopez, last question, please.
Coach, it's not a press conference unless you're asking about Zion. So how did he look today?
Zion looked great. I think he's been working, as I told you guys before, I think he did a lot of work when we were going through these days where we weren't together and we weren't doing anything. His stepfather did a fantastic job of working him out every day, of making him be in good conditioning when we got him back. He's made a lot of strides in his shooting, I think. So although we weren't together, he did a lot to improve his game. That's the toughest thing to do, is working on your game, when you're by yourself. But Lee, his stepfather Lee, has done a fantastic job of trying to keep him basketball ready out there.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys, I appreciate you. All right. Yes, sir.
Jim, you lead us off. Hey, Drew, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Having some weird issues with my computer. I had a question about Nico Belli. He improved so much in the last couple months of the season. He played so well. He was one of the best three-point shooters in the league in January when the season halted. How much of it do you think was just the confidence that he had? You guys telling him to just keep firing and keep shooting, not hesitate.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of that, but just getting into a rhythm. Probably coming from EuroLeague where he played and it being a different type of game, coming here and some of those open shots that he would get out there, they're different here. So the shots that he gets, and even if guys are closing out on him pretty fast, we want him to take those shots because he's that good of a shooter. And I feel like once he kind of got that rhythm down and knew that mentally, he started excelling like we knew he could.
Jrue, how was it yesterday? With the exception of JJ, that was pretty much your first time seeing the entire team all together on the flight. How was it? Or 2 days ago?
Right, it was good. It was cool. I feel like this is what you missed, being out and away and quarantining. For me, I love my family and I love seeing them, but to come back into the locker room or just to come back and see the guys and kind of hang out and do all that is something that you miss about the game.
Christian Clark. Hey, Drew, this is Christian Clark. You guys didn't find out that Alvin was good to go, basically right up until the alarm. Or was it just, finally knowing, we're going to have to with us?
I think I started to realize that once he didn't know ahead of time that he was probably going to come with us. So just having our head coach, I feel like for us is an advantage. Not having him would definitely be a disadvantage. So to be able to have him here and be with us and be out on the court, we're taking precaution with him because we know he's a little older, but he just the fact that he brings the energy and he loves being here means a lot to us.
So, Jrue, you must have been able to get more in practice today. And what kind of focus are you going to have going into these practices, knowing that you don't have much time to work it up for the actual process?
I think as a team we've done a pretty good job of staying ready throughout this quarantine, being able to keep our bodies right and mentally not get too far away from the game. So I think coming in today we had a great first day. We definitely locked in and we started playing 5-on-5, and I think we did a pretty good job.
Jrue, I'm sure you guys have never been more excited to hold a practice, right? 4 months without seeing each other, practicing as a team, and then of course that self-isolation at the hotel. Were you that excited just basically to go out and practice for the first time?
It was fun. It was definitely fun. Again, I think the team that we have and the chemistry that we have makes it what it is, and obviously it's a good time, but we definitely lock in and we try to get the job done. So a little bit of business with a little bit of fun always works.
One more, guys.
Drew, we talked about not having, being able to have Alvin there, but what is it like not having Jeff or Jamel there on the defensive side?
Right, definitely adjustment. I think for the most part, especially toward the end of, or at the beginning of this quarantine, toward the end of when we were stopping, we started getting into a groove defensively, and today I feel like we kind of tried to pick it back up, but we know that Jeff and Jamel being without them, but being here and not having them is kind of weird. But I feel like we adjusted well today and did a pretty good job.
Thanks, Drew.
Thanks for your time, Jrue.
Man, I don't even see who I'm talking to. All right. It's very weird, very weird.
What's your latest song?
Start?
Right.
Yeah.
How did it just feel being out there, getting to practice as a team for the first time in 4 months?
It feels good to be out here with my teammates. We're in a safe environment, and it's good to be in one environment. With the whole team and the coaches. It was just good energy today.
Yeah, Coach mentioned that he would put in some improvement with your shooting because it's something that you did during the time away. Do you think there are going to be parts of your game that are going to look different now than when we saw from you the last time you played?
Yeah, I think there are going to be parts of my game that y'all didn't see before that y'all are going to see in the future or when we start playing.
Hey, son, Coach Gentry talked a little bit about your some of the workouts you did with your stepdad. What were those kind of like? He was talking about so that you get to where you are.
It just felt like when I was 5 years old again. Just went back to square one. Trying to get my body to where it needs to be, get my fundamentals back to square one, and start from there. So yeah, it was just like starting over at 5 again, and it was a great process to learn it all over.
Two things. One, what was it like just to be with the entire team? I guess you put a flight over here just because you guys had been together.
I think it was very convenient. That's just a blessing. And traveling with the team was great again. Brought back old memories. Even though we had to have our little social distancing, but now that we finished our little in-room quarantine, it's good energy and everybody's back together.
Isaiah, good to see you. You were on a minutes restriction because of your injury. But a long time has gone by since. Is there anything that you've been told by the coaching staff or doctors that you will stay at that minute limit, be you play less, more? And what's your hunch, if they haven't told you anything, as to how many minutes you may play down the road?
I think the person that can give you that answer the best is Coach Gentry.
Lopez, good.
What did you bring anything special into the bubble, into your room? I know certain guys have done, some setups with their gaming systems and things like that. What did you bring inside the bubble?
Man, just brought like my Xbox, my PS4, laptop, iPad, and that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna ride it out with that.
All right, we gotta go. Thank you, guys.